three questions, a classic trio here, and it's all about the same thing. Our buddy B-Mac, a couple of Super Bowl rings, he's dialing in. He's saying, should Florida State leave the ACC? If so, where should they go? I got Jason down here. What are the chances Florida State and Clemson leave the ACC within 4 years? From Albany, Georgia, by the way. And then there was another question about how much geography is going to ever factor in to conference realignment again. I'll answer the easiest one first. Never. You're never going back to a time where geography matters. It pains me. I'm clutching my chest as I say that. Jesse, I want that screenshot for later, out of context. It pains me to say that because I do not believe that market size and brand awareness is the most important thing you can acquire in college sports. That's why it's different than the pro game. In college sports, rivalries are the most valuable commodity you can have. And so when you see these teams move around and you brag about getting into the LA market or getting into the Austin and Dallas markets and the Oklahoma City and Norman, yeah, I get all that. I'm not stupid. It really irks. Have I ever said the word before? No, Meemaw loved that word though. It really irks me sometimes when people are thinking on a 2 level and they believe they're on an 8 level and they start explaining things to you. It's like I have known what you're saying since I was able to walk and chew gum at the same time. These are not overly difficult concepts. What I'm saying is just because it can be that way doesn't mean it should always be that way. Translation. I don't particularly love living in a world where UCLA ever plays a conference game in College Park, Maryland. But that's where we are now. So it is what it is. Moving forward, I do not think geography is ever going to matter to the point where it stops progress from being made. And brothers and sisters driving around out there, if you're on the treadmill, if you're, I don't know, sitting out on the back porch listening to this, I air quoted progress as hard as I possibly could. Because what you're seeing is not necessarily progress, but it is change. As for the other questions, though, this is a lot more complicated. I know we have a lot of legal types out there. It's why I very much hesitate. I just dip the tip of my big toe in the legal water sometimes, and here you guys come. But I'm asking you to continue doing it because I never learn more and I never realize how ignorant I am to the legal world more than when we delve or broach a topic about legalese in college football and then I check my email inbox. So here goes. Crank it up, guys. Get ready. I don't think the ACC is going to look like it does now in a few years. I don't think Clemson and Florida State are going to be there. Now, here's the follow-up. But Josh, they have to. That's what that grant of rights dictates. I know what it dictates. Here's what else I know, and I'm going to reiterate this again for you. Not that I have firsthand knowledge, just what some people in those really fancy suits with those law degrees hanging on the wall have told me and continue to tell me pretty emphatically, it's not as ironclad as you think it is. That's what they keep telling me. I'm going to blindly take their word for it, dangerous though that may be. I'm blindly taking their word for it. So the situation for those unfamiliar is they're not happy right now. Florida State and Clemson think they bring a greater than even percentage of the audience to the table in the ACC. They don't think that they're being paid enough, and really that stems from how much other people are being paid in other conferences. And you can understand that classic conundrum. Then you can also understand how, our first paper pop of the show, you can understand how the ACC walks up to him and says, is this your signature on this contract? As long as it is, shut your mouth. And then they say, that makes us angry. We don't like that tone. We want you to give us a little bit more money than everyone else gets. And then the ACC says, see our previous statement. And then they say, well, we're going to leave. And then the ACC says, you can't leave. And then they say, watch us. Somewhere between we're going to leave and you can't leave is where we are right now. I think we're going to pretty much get to the watch us portion of all of this because I don't know that they're going to rework that revenue distribution model over there. And as a result, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think they may find a way to do it. There's too much on the line not to explore every option now. I'm not even getting into the whole who's right or who's wrong. I'm just telling you what is. And what is you heard Michael Alford, the AD down at Florida State. You heard, or at least read, what he said at the BOT the other day, the Board of Trustees meeting. They said to him, sounds like it's going to be really hard for you guys to exist in the same world as Florida does, because Florida gets X amount millions more per year because they have the right sticker on their helmet than you. And Michael Alfred said, no, it's not hard. It'll be impossible. Well, that indicates to me that they are beyond turning back. These are not idle threats. I don't know how it's going to end any more so than you do. I'm just saying there are some numbers that I have in front of me right now, and they don't translate well if you're an ACC member institution in the near future.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Make sure you like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Not just for me, that's how we keep this entire thing free.